Hello Internet, I am Xenoun, and this is FTL, otherwise known as Faster Than Light. I think it's an indie game. It's currently on Steam for $9, but it's on sale, so it might be back to $10 when you see this. But yeah, I've been having some fun with it, so I just thought I'd show it off. So you start off with this basic ship called the Kestrel, and then I've unlocked two others, the Nasacio and the Taurus. So for the purpose of this video I'll show you the Kestrel. Don't want to spoil too many things. So when you jump in, it tells you the basis of the storyline. It is the data you're carrying is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But to get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. And then there's a tip about cloaking. Yeah, you can read that if you want. So, we have two weapon systems, so I'll turn those on. I hit just 1 and 2 then to do that. Then I've got some people, so the way I do it is I keep the first one the pilot on my list, second one is into shields, third one goes to weapon systems. So that's what these icons here, so that's pilot, sensors, automatic doors, so I can control these, medbay, shields, weapons, engine and oxygen supply. So now if we move on, jump to one of the beacons, we can see that an event pops up. So this one is a rebel scout ship, so he's attacking a small refueling outpost. So let's attack the ship, see what's going on. So this guy's got weapons, engines and a pilot boot room. I'm going to move these there because that'll stuff me up. So I'm going to do, send my missile. So this is a missile, these are burst lasers. I'm going to send a missile into that because I know it charges up first. This is going to hurt. Okay, so I've disabled his weapons now, and these ships I know don't repair, so I should be fine. Except for that one, that one's still up. But that won't hurt me anyway, he'll just take out my shields and they'll recharge. Oops, wrong button. Wasted a missile. So yeah. That's the basis of the combat. It obviously gets a lot harder, and people are happy that I've saved them. They're giving me stuff. So yeah, now I will upgrade my ship. So you've got power bars, medbay, weapons, oxygen, engines, shields, piloting, sensors and door system. So I'm going to upgrade power so I can add power to the engines, and that helps my dodge chance. Shields of course stop damage coming in, oxygen you need so people won't die. That's a general fact of human life. Medbay is to heal people when they get injured, so as you saw I ran them back there. And then weapon system, I think that's fairly self-explanatory. Then on this map here, basically the rebels will start encroaching in this base, and my goal is to get to the exit of each sector before they overrun me. But if you run straight for the exit, you tend to stuff yourself over. You need to go through each section as much as you can before the rebels invade. So here is this one. A rebel ship has been patrolling this region. As soon as you arrive it begins its assault. So we've got shields here, so I'm going to send a missile there. And I'm going to hold off on the burst laser for now, and I'll show you a little trick that I learned. So I'll bring my little cursor up, so I'm just hitting 1 and 2 to do these. So there goes my missile, and now if I hit laser, I can take out his shields and weapons all in one hit. If I didn't do it like that, then the laser would hit some of his shields, and yeah, it'd be a little harder to take out all his stuff. The way that works is that the missile gun has a bypass on the shields, so it's able to go through the shields and do damage directly to his components. And there you go, he's blown up. I'm not sure how much damage I took, but yeah, some more material. So up here I'll just explain this is fuel, so every time I do a jump I'll lose 1 fuel. That's my missiles, and then this is drone parts. If I get a drone bay, every time I activate a drone it uses up one of these. Up here is scrap, this is currency, you use it for buying anything and also ship upgrades, which is what I used in here. So yeah, next jump. Now this game is described as a roguelike. Remarkable view, there's nothing here. And basically, roguelike games generally have some kind of dungeon you go through. Ooh, asteroid field. I'll talk about roguelike in a second. It's a pirate ship, he's attacking. So, we'll do the same trick. Take out his shields. Yeah, so roguelike games generally have a dungeon, and you start off with very little or no gear. And you have to traverse your way through fighting lots of monsters and do your best to survive and complete your objective. This one's similar to that. There is a difference that roguelikes generally leave it more open so you can wander around the dungeon at will. And he's exploded. So yeah, you can wander around the dungeon at will. This one gives you a bit of a time limit in each area, so you have to strategize a bit more and ration your time. So you can see here the rebels have captured this so far, and after I do my next jump their line will move up to here. So eventually they'll be all the way up here and I have to make sure I exit before they get to me, otherwise I get put in an annoying fight scenario where I get little reward. A pirate ship, he's refusing hails, he wants to fight. And he's got a defense drone there, so that will shoot down missiles, so I should probably attack with my laser as well. Yeah, it's a fairly fun game. As I showed before, repair that. As I showed before, I've unlocked a couple of ships. I did that by going into easy mode just because I wanted to see a bit more what the game was like. Yeah, I wanted to see a bit more what was into it, and I was getting my butt kicked a bit on normal, so yeah. There's that. So hopefully next time I can take out his drone bay, which is that icon, and I can start using my missiles. Sensors can stay down, that's no big deal. Okay, so he's trying to barter for his life here. It's a pretty crappy deal. So, I'm gonna kill him. So yeah. So as you can see here, my systems have been going down, my dudes are repairing them. One thing they can't repair is hull damage, which is shown up here. If that reaches 0, I die. And I just have to cough. Sorry about that. So he's meant to be here, but they both need health. And he kind of needs to. Yeah, and so same as in other roguelike games, death is permanent, so it makes you really afraid of dying and makes all your decisions a bit more critical. In that if you make a wrong one, you're dead. Although sometimes you can go into a jump and then you have no chance at all. It just happens that way. You detect a rebel scout and attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged but not firing yet. So let's go defend the outpost. He doesn't know who I am. He probably should, considering they're attacking me. So this time he's launched a little drone to attack me instead of defending himself. Which is rather annoying because it takes up my shields, and then his weapons can shoot through and damage my ship straight up without... Oh, you're joking. Missile missed. That's very good. Huh, laser took it out anyway. I'm set. So I'm getting alarms here saying hull 75%. I've also lost the pilot room. I've lost my missile weapon. So if you notice that they got damaged, I lost power bar off of here, which deactivated this, and I just have to activate it again, then myself. So let's take out his weapons. That'll give me a bit of a chance to catch up on repairs. Now I'll take out his shields again, just to make sure that I can keep firing at him without any issues, and the next shot should kill him, since he's only got 2 health left, and my laser does 1 damage per hit, so he's dead. So I send my dudes to repair stuff again. So I got rewards from that ship, plus rewards from the station that I saved. Yeah, I was reading all that text to begin with, but I've kind of read it all already now. So sorry if I'm skipping through it. If you want to see more of it yourself, you're welcome to buy the game. It's quite fun. yeah, this session, it'll probably go on for a while, so I'll likely cut it up into episodes, and this will be all I release unless somebody really wants to see more. So this guy is hacking me and trying to shut down my engine, so my dudes have barely kept them operational. So you can see here I've lost 1 bar off of it, which is not nice. And he's got another friggin' drone. Oh, so annoying. So how many weapons does he have? Just the one? Yeah, he's just got 1 weapon. That's a missile. Ugh. Means the drone's not going to be doing too much to me. Take out that though. So yeah, the drone takes down the shield, disables it temporarily by breaking it basically, and then that missile would come in. But the missiles can bypass shields a bit anyway, so it's kind of pointless them having a drone. He has charged that up again, so no, I missed. More rewards. Yeah, so I've been liking the game so far. It's very tactical, takes a bit to get used to, same as any roguelike. They're all get their own little ways of playing, and won't ruin things too much, but I got pretty far in easy, and I've discovered exactly what you need to be able to gear yourself for the final area. So here I've revved at a distress call. Their fire suppression system's not responding. So I know from this one, if I dock and try to rescue the survivors, I get one to join my crew. From experience I know that much. So I got Mr. Jones here. Huh, I sent that one to the wrong room. Yeah, so now I've got someone to man my engines as well. One thing I did mention is you can man, well, you have to man your pilot room, otherwise you're useless. You can also man shields, engines and weapons. Basically, manning it improves the shield recharge rate, improves the weapon arming rate, and increases the dodge chance in engines. So yeah, here's a little store, so I can spend my scrap here, repair my hull, and that kind of stuff. So it costs 2 per damage, so I'm going to fix everything. Now, can get myself some drones. Usually comes with a defense drone as a freebie. So this one is an ion. So ion disables the systems without actually damaging anything, and they're good for taking out shields. That does 1 shot 2 damage. That does 1 shot 1 damage. This is better though if you have the power. I'm going to buy that because ion weapons are quite handy. Didn't have any that time I got all the way through, and it kind of stuffed me over a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to need to upgrade weapons so I can power the heavy ion as well as my other 2 guns. No point going to the other store. I will go to this one. It's like I said, you try and explore as much as you can before the rebels get in, so I've got a bit of time beforehand. This guy's a mercenary. You can hire him to delay rebels or scout the sector. Basically, if you're at the start of a sector and you find one of these and you want, then you can pay them for info. Otherwise, you can delay the rebels so you can search it yourself. I don't need either, so I'm going to kill him. And this one, you notice he's got a green shield. Whatever this race is, they get a health bar on their first shield, and then they get the normal one after that. So you basically just have to pound it until you get through that bit. So now the green's gone away, and so is that little health bar. That's not good. Oxygen room on fire. Let's send those 2 in there. And he's also disabled the system, which is, yeah, not very good. Check out that. Just off me 8 missiles. That is pretty good. We'll take it. You learn after playing for a while which deals are worth taking, which are. Missiles are fairly expensive. They cost 6 each at the cheapest. So having 8 of those save me what, like 48 scrap? Which is pretty nuts, so you just have to be careful with those bargaining ones. Sometimes they're worth taking, sometimes they're not. So yeah, up the power for now. It's always worth spending scrap if you need to. If you don't have anything yet, then there's no point. Yeah, this one's letting me buy fuel for scrap. I got plenty of fuel. And then here I can jump to the next sector because I'm at the exit. So this is the sector map. This is randomly generated, same as everything else you've seen so far. And there's no nebulas, they're all just civilians or hostile. So it looks like if I take the bottom path, then I end up in mostly civilian friendly sections. So I'm going to go to the Zoltan way. Yeah, so that's the other thing, it highlights which one. So if I mouse over that, you can see the top half greys out because I won't be able to reach it. Which is fine by me, it's all for the hostile people. I don't like them, they want to kill me. So Zoltan territory, yeah, they do stuff. There's lots of little unique alien species. So far I've only got humans on my ship. So hopefully I'll be able to find a crew member it's from another species. This is a mantis ship. You get to recognise the shapes. Oh, I need to cough again. Sorry about that. So this guy is hostile and he's going to fire at me right away. They've got this little thing here which enables them to board my ship, so you can expect that to happen in a second. And there we go. So these two guys are probably going to have to come fight. Try and drag them into the med bay. Nope, not going to happen. If you fight them in the med bay, your dudes get healed while they're fighting, which is quite handy. Oops, that's a lot. There you go, so I take that out and I run these guys back away. The mantis are stronger in hand-to-hand combat than other species, so it's quite dangerous to fight them like that. And they're dead, and they teleported back right beforehand. Awesome. There we go. So what I was doing there is I was trying to damage their ship to make them teleport back, so I didn't have to fight them that whole way. And it worked. I didn't expect them to teleport back right before it blew up though, because if you do blow it up before they've gone back, then you have to kill them on your own ship, which is annoying. So power that up again. Ready to jump. There's another store there, but I've got stuff or money, so it's not really worth going. Can repair my hull though, so I might do that. It's always worth trying to keep your hull topped up. So, fix that. See here I can hire crew, so that's a slug. They have telepathic powers and you can see life forms on the other ship where they are. This one is a Zoltan, so they provide power to any room they're in. And there's Skype. Dang it, guess what I forgot to turn off. So this is a beam weapon. Fires across an entire ship, so that's pretty good. It's not the best one though. Burst lasers, so this one's firing 5 shots instead of the 3 I've got. This one here does more damage to unoccupied rooms, so I don't really like those. I like to be able to destroy systems at the same time hurting the hull. I have enough money for any of them though, so that doesn't really matter. So jump on, might as well go up here because the rebels haven't started moving in yet. And yeah, so this dude's got double shields. Which means I fire both of these shields. So I've got to try and break through that plus damage, so here's fire all out. There we go. Now he doesn't have any shields, I can fire at his weapons. Let's also send this guy to repair sensors. This is a pretty easy fight. Yeah, now I've won. Oh, oxygen's out. Let me repair that. So yeah, and you can see here I'm saving missiles now, since it's an easy battle. I try to only use 1 per fight if possible. But again, with these ships they never repair themselves, so it's quite easy to win. You do get some with cloak, which is a bit annoying, because that stuffs you up a fair bit. So here, if I upgrade that, it's another one. So now if I want, I can deactivate that, activate that. That would just disable the shields for me, like the this one does if I hit the system, but the problem is this would just destroy the shields and nothing on the ship if I fired that first, which doesn't really clear it for this to come through. So the idea is I want to be able to use all three of these. So I need to keep collecting scrap. If I can use all three of those, then I've got an excellent system. You pick up a Zoltan life raft floating in space. Its inhabitant asked you to retake his ship from the pirate. His commandeered. It's clear that you must not destroy my vehicle. Pretty sure I'm going to destroy his vehicle, just because I have no way of reclaiming his ship. Pretty sure on stuff like this, because you can get little teleporters, like they boarded me already. If I were to board the ship and kill all the members on that one, then I could reclaim his ship properly for him. Since I don't have that capability, I obviously can't do it. So that should take out that. See how this goes. Yep. You'll be joking. Okay, you go there. This guy's not doing too well. Okay, fires out. I'm going to take those weapons out. There we go, that should help. I'm going to take out the rest of his shields. Oh good, leave one. So yeah, it gets a little difficult here and there sometimes. But you just have to try and keep persisting. He looks displeased. Seems to me. Yeah, I can't hire him for 40 scrap because I don't have that much. So now, if he doesn't repair that oxygen fast, then it's gonna get a bit shaky. I could send someone to help him, but he should be alright. Yeah, he's almost done. There we go. Send him to get healed, send him to get healed. He can go help repair. Yeah, this game's all about strategy, and there's so many different things you can alter and change that it makes it quite difficult, which is good. And the other half of it is it's a roguelike game which is designed to be hard in the first place. So I can't jump to any of those, so I'm going to move down. Yeah, I took a lot of damage in that fight. The ship's almost dead. Rebel ship, so this is another one of those AI ones. If I just hit lasers straight on that, I should be alright. So yeah, it's always worth looking at what the other ship has before you decide how you're going to attack. See, I saved myself a missile then. Which is important, saving as much money as you can. Best way to save it is to not to get hurt with your hull, because it's very expensive to repair. So this here would probably cost like 100 scrap, which isn't nice. That's money I could be using to buy new weapons or upgrade my ship so I can use the weapons I've got. But instead, let's Ventus War Camp, see what I can do. Some more scrap. Yeah, instead of using that scrap to upgrade, you have to keep onto it until I find a store.